Oh my god. TikTok is playing such games with me. Are you still here? Are you still here? Okay. All right. Cool. 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 What are your questions? Um, since it's for slime, uh, or for Kaya. Kaya sent me a few dollars uh, for a paid reading. So I'm going to prioritize her questions, and then I'm gonna get to everybody else. Okay. So sorry about that. I didn't see yours, Zaina, but you can put it back in. Why is Jacques so distant from Kaya? I think he doesn't like understand how to engage with you because you're so smart and you're so free and you're so adventurous, right? And he's more risk averse. He's scared to try new things, right? And so there's this energy of wanting to like hang out with you, but he feels like it would get him in trouble. Which is like I don't know how he would get in trouble, right? Like what do you mean? But in his mind, he's like, no, I'll get in trouble. It's a primal fear that he has. Like I couldn't really tell you what he means by get in trouble because I don't think he's fully investigated himself. Like I couldn't really tell you what he means by get in trouble because I don't think he's fully investigated himself. Kaya wants to know when she moves out, will he come over to her place? I think it won't be easy for him to, but he definitely wants to, right? I think there's a couple of concerns. Like, I think he's in general, part of him being like afraid and like risk averse is he's like afraid to travel, but he's willing to do that for you. Oh my god. All right, and then there's one more question for Kaya. Is he still hurt? I think, hmm, yeah, he like understands his feelings a lot better. And so there's a degree where he's like emotionally unregulated by it, but I don't think he like associates that with your energy, right? Like I think he's willing to take accountability for his own feelings and understanding that yes, you might have triggered him, but how he responds to that trigger is his responsibility. So I hope that helps. I was just doing a paid reading, so I'm gonna just scroll back and reach out to the folks who had some other questions before that came in. Sharon wants to know if he's gonna call Shara after 3 hours. Um, no, he's not. He doesn't know what to say. He's not gonna know what to say by that time, even though he wants to. Okay, and then Zaina, what did you say? You're very confused with a recent connection. You don't know what the intentions are. Will D be back in your life to kind of see what were D's intentions? That is so weird. TikTok is so silly. He wants to like grow with you, but I feel like something random happened that kind of made it harder for him to kind of like approach you with that intention. Like something outside of the connection is giving it almost like an act of God that made it so that he couldn't approach you properly. So if there were like mixed signals, the reason was he really liked you and wanted to invest with you, but something in his external reality made it so that he couldn't do that as much as he wanted to. Aya wants to know, will he reach out to fix things? Um, yes. Yeah, let's go. Actually, I'm feeling pretty good. No, just still keep it. Okay. Lura wants to know, will she get back together with her baby daddy? Uh, yeah, but it's gonna be kind of emotionally difficult. But y'all are gonna make it work. You're welcome. Should Zinza block Ivan? I mean, they want me to get the whole story here. Like, what happened? You know what my spirit team is saying? Don't boo him. He's right. But it's almost like this energy, right? If you want to block someone, you should just block them. You don't need a reason to block someone. You can just block someone because they made you feel uncomfortable in any way. You know what I'm saying? So this idea of like, should you block Ivan? Like the feeling like there has to be like a good reason to block someone. There really doesn't. You can block somebody because your hair is itchy. Like you can just kind of be a bitch about it and just like set the boundary. Like if someone makes you minorly uncomfortable, you don't have to engage in their energy. You don't. Sometimes there's situations where it's not as easy. Like if you see them every day, or if they have like violent intentions and you know they're gonna like crash out. But I think in this case you can. It's not gonna hurt you. Violent intentions and you know they're gonna like crash out. But I think in this case you can. It's not gonna hurt you. Thank you so much for the rosa. Me gustaría la rosas. The second question about you moving, I did, but I don't remember what it was. What was your question about moving? Can you remind me what it was and I can answer it again? Uh, what should you do with D? He confessed to being unfaithful, but we weren't together and you still see some. Oh, so that could be the thing that was getting in the way, huh? He said, that's not cheating if I wasn't with your aunt. You kept secrets in your... I mean, I think it comes down again to like you really taking the time to figure out what kind of relationship makes you feel comfortable and what kind of dynamics you deserve. And it's going to be first and foremost about you regulating your nervous system and understanding what feeling calm is like and feeling comfortable feels like. Because I feel like you just, when you're bored, you make yourself uncomfortable. And you consider that, I don't know why, there's a missing piece here, and yeah, I could pull the card to figure out why that is, but I think you need to reflect on that because it's going to keep you from like being into connections that are fulfilling. You know what I mean? Thanks, my love with the upside down smiley is so real. Aileen wants to know, does Yusuf really like her? Does Yusuf like Aileen? It's like, I don't know why y'all keep asking these questions. I don't even think that's relevant to anything, right? Um, like the energy I'm getting and make it fit how it fits, that neither of you have really thought about each other seriously. And if you had, it's been years. Like, I don't think there's anything necessarily empowering about a connection like that. Thank you for the heart me. Will Malik and Vanessa break up soon? Will Malik and Vanessa break up soon? Um, yeah, I mean, because it's like y'all are so stressed. I feel like the only thing that's keeping the relationship together is the stress of not being in a relationship. And that's kind of crazy when you think about it. Then so he wants you to thank you for the roses. He thank you for the heart me. He wants us to go out on a trip with our friends, but you don't know what his intentions are. Like it confuses you. What are his intentions with the trip? I think he's being genuine. I think what's I get that he's being genuine about the invite. I think he knows that it's going to be chaotic because of like a dynamic at play. Or maybe you think it's going to be chaotic. Like you just assume that things are going to be chaotic. But it actually looks like everything is like really straightforward here. I think you just have to release this weird sense of control that you have over situations. Release this weird sense of control that you have over situations where you feel like you need to know absolutely everything about everything in order for you to feel comfortable with doing it. Like it's fine. Hi, thank you for sharing the live. Oh, you're so sweet. Azima wants to know you have a good and decent future. Yeah. So, oh, I remember. So with Jacques, it's like he wants to come over, but it has to do with his like risk averseness, where he's like scared of things. Like he's in general afraid of traveling, but he is willing to travel for you. He really wants to be with you and like visit. But I think he just has a fear about like um, I hear like specifically traveling states. Like I think he's afraid of like he might be a little bit paranoid about the government, and so he's worried about how the government would work, not necessarily just in the states that you're in, but the drama that would come from like leaving his state and coming back, like the airport and all this other stuff. So and he loves you, so he wants to like act like it's not a big thing and just come through. But it is like a big thing. He gets really stressed about that. You never said anything and you wasn't faithful either because you know he didn't come serious. Yeah, so it's like not an issue. It's not an issue. Like you could just do it. Like it sounds like it doesn't like betray your morals, right? I just think you should feel comfortable. Thank you for the confidence boost. Thank you for sharing the live. Z wants to know if you message your ex Joy, how would she feel? How would how would Z feel if he messaged Joy? Or wait, how would you would feel like a weight would magically lift off your shoulders. You would feel like you would feel like the master. But I pulled for the wrong energy. How would Joy feel? She'd be like, why did he say that? And how do I respond to it? Like, unbalanced. I feel like, but what is this coming from? Hold on. Why would she feel that way? Oh, because she's heartbroken. I feel like whatever message you would write, it's like, it's going to be difficult to respond to because it doesn't like I get that it's like super casual and it also doesn't acknowledge all of the bullshit. But she loves you though, right? So it's not that like she doesn't want to respond, but it's like, am I supposed to not acknowledge this because you didn't acknowledge this? Like, what the fuck I'm supposed to say? TK still love you? They're gonna be present for the unborn baby. I feel like no, like he doesn't care. So sorry I can't fix my face. Will Adrian come back for Susan's reconciliation? I mean, if you talk to him, like I think he's open to it. There's a bit of like a language barrier there, but I also feel like you would have to initiate it, and if for whatever reason you feel like it's not the right move, you just have like a gut feeling that you would like something bad would happen if you reached out. Um, Michelle wants to know if Javier will forgive you soon. Will Javier forgive Michelle soon? Uh, no. Sarita wants to know, will Frank propose soon? Yeah, I think he's like getting over his like nervousness about it. It's almost like he's starting to realize how much he loves you and like how much his anxieties and like fears from past relationships were projected onto the connection. And so it's almost like it feels like it's almost inevitable, right? And so he might as well get it out the way, like rip the band-aid off, which is a low-key kind of like crazy way to approach engagement, but you know, questions fully. Thanks for your patience. Let me pin this. I have like quite a few, and I go in order. So there's no real need to like repeat the questions because I will get to you. Thank you so much for the gifts and the interaction with the live in the meantime. It means a lot to me. Um, I personally feel that like, hold on, I got like a Christian in here, and I will explain my opinion on Revelation soon when I get to you. Thea wants to know, will you be a successful architect in the future? I think no, because you're too afraid to invest in yourself at this time. Like you could be a successful architect now. Preach the gospel, the time is running out, Jesus is coming. So the thing about it is I think Revelations is a metaphor, and the things that happen in Revelations happen all the time. And so it's like people put a lot of weight on the end times and the return of Jesus Christ, when in reality Christ consciousness is an energy that manifests in a lot of people all the time. It can manifest in everyone. And a lot of the things in the metaphors for like how we should move through the world and the way that energy moves through the world. And in that way, I am preaching the gospel, which is one of love and helping my fellow man by using what I have to give, which in this case is tarot and advice. So I don't know. That was kind of weird for you to say that, Abby. You know, I don't really even know what you would rather me do. Anika wants to know how many children she'll have in the future. She wants to know it bad, Spirit. She only asked me 8 million times, bro. Um, yeah, she. This is you, Abby. It's like I heard you the first time. Sorry, Anika. I heard you the first time. I'm getting 6. Mine is 3. 3. You'll have 3 children. All right, now he's making it seem. Zayna's saying right now he's making it seem like we shouldn't continue. I don't know if that's an out or what he wants. If he's like, I don't know, just ask him. Ask him directly. Do you want to continue? And then take that answer. You know what I mean? Decide what to do. You know, like it's one of those things where it's like I can give you some information to help you make the decision, but does it feel avoidant, or are you avoiding the questions? Ooh, is he avoidant? Or are you avoiding him? Are you avoidant, Zaina? Or fearful or something? I don't know all the types. I don't know. But you would feel hurt if there was someone you like more romantically than him. So it feels like you're avoiding the tough conversations. I should dye my hair. I did dye my hair. It's pink. And this hair I dyed as well, and it's blue. Diamond wants to know, is Smurf mad at you for sending that long message? Is Smurf mad at Diamond for sending that long message? No, just confused. Just confused. Rome wants to know, will Muhammad take Rome seriously soon? Um, will Muhammad take um, will Muhammad take Rome seriously soon? I feel like the reason why Muhammad doesn't take Rome seriously is because Rome hasn't done anything to support Muhammad, right? And it's like you want, like, okay. So it's almost like from Muhammad's perspective, which I feel like you don't understand, is like Muhammad has gone through all this bullshit and all Rome has really done is like wonder when uh what like Muhammad is going to give to Rome, right? In reality, like Rome should give something to Muhammad because Muhammad has been going through a bunch of bullshit, and it's like um why would he give to Rome when Rome has given nothing to him? It's like truly give to gives to Caesar what is Caesar's, right? And it's like I guess they're not seeing any real reason to give to Rome right now or to take them seriously because what the fuck have they done but cause headaches and heartaches, right? They take you as a serious pain in the neck. And so it's like, yeah, there's like nothing but negative feelings. And it's like waiting for a moment to see what type of positivity has been brought forward, right? And if it's like you're waiting for Muhammad to bring that positivity, they're waiting for you too. I feel like you can clearly see what Muhammad has to offer because that's what you're waiting for. You're waiting for that seriousness to drop. But has you shown Muhammad anything of what you're good for besides like confusion and headaches? Muhammad might even have you like see you as a very negative force in their life because they haven't heard anything positive about you. They haven't received anything positive for you. It just seems like you're obsessed with them. I just saw your message, Diamond. You remember me from last night? It lagged and you didn't get. Oh, shit. Yeah, it did crash on me. You have the question again? Can you repeat it? I'm happy to answer it again. Kathy wants to know, do you have the same energy with Keith? My lives have been cracked out lately. Um, no, I feel like you don't, and it's not like I feel like there's some type of connection here, but it's not as mystifying as you think. I think you're trying to add like a whole bunch of like cosmic energy to it, and it's like the cosmic energy is like really understanding what it is in the physical right now. Like it's a mental connection, and the mental connection is what the magic is. But I think it's like you might be caught up on like the twin flame journey too bad to kind of recognize the human journey. Maisha wants to know, will her kids be evicted this week? Maisha wants to know, will she and her kids be evicted this week? Um, I'm saying no. If anything happens, you are gonna be in like a safe place. Yeah, like you're gonna be fine. Hi, Audrey. Yeah, I guess so. Uh, you said you asked me. He says he doesn't. He feels like he doesn't want this anymore. He doesn't answer. I feel like him saying that he doesn't want it means that he doesn't want it, and that is the answer. What did he say? I don't want to stop contact, but it feels like you um don't want to continue. I know you don't want me for yourself. Like, okay, so here's like the thing, Zaina. My thing is when I get like confusing energy, I just take that as a no. Like you can do that. Like you don't have to put on your Sherlock Holmes hat and figure it out. You could just find someone who gives you clear communication and doesn't try to project onto you because that's what that is. It's messy and it's weird. I wouldn't invest in that. Um, And I mean, he's probably also picking up on your confusion because it's like you don't know how to move forward yourself. So it's like, I think he recognizes that you don't have clear intentions. And I feel like he also doesn't have clear intentions. So you could say that, hey, we could just figure this out. Like, you don't have to have all the answers for it. But instead, it's like I don't know. The energy's weird. You're right. It is weird. Hold on. Why is the energy so weird? Let me do this deck. Why is the energy so weird with Zaina and D? It's just because you're not sweet to him, and you're a sweet person. I think it comes with that energy of like feeling like these men are gonna disappoint you from the jump, so you just treat them like that. And it's almost like a self fulfilling prophecy because you talk to them like they ain't shit, and they feel like you think they ain't shit, and so it like manifests as that. And that's like spell oils, and it's like a spell that you're putting on the situation due to your poor mental health in regards to your relationships with men. You feel like they're gonna just treat you like a bag of meat, and so they can feel that, right? And it's like they just want to get with you because you seem like the coolest thing that nobody's like picked up yet, and then it turns into like this weird energy of like mutual projection because neither of you can figure out what's going on. And I think it's like some underneath stuff, like your feelings of uh unsureness about them, and like your doubts, right? They feel your doubt, and then because the doubt doesn't make sense with this situation, because your doubt is based off of like a larger understanding of how men work, that is actually like a little bit of a self uh which is like Eight of Swords energy, right? um or it's based off past relationships, or based off of like concepts that aren't necessarily rooted in the reality of that particular relationship. um they don't know what you're doubting, and so it causes them to go into their insecurities, and their first thought is that you have doubts based on things that they have doubts on, and y'all are both like arguing about something that's not even in the room. Oh, it's not spam. It's like, I get it. I get it. I don't, because girl, you know I deal with spam. I do not consider that spam. Zayna, you know what I think is spam. You see crazy people coming here. I don't even call that spam. Megan wants to know, will Miles and Megan talk soon? No, it's okay. It's okay. I don't mind. Thank you for being polite about it. Really, I don't mind if people are like, did you miss my question? I don't like it when people are like copy pasting so hard that they actually miss my question, right? Or when they're like, answer me. I'm like, bitch, never. You're getting blocked. Someone DM'd me what? I was like, oh, so you're getting blocked? Is that what it is? I can hear your tone, bitch. I'm sorry. I don't see you and Miles talking soon. I feel like eventually you might experience that because there's a lot of love that you have for each other, but there's a lot of feelings of like doubt and neglect that comes from like emotional like regulation that needs to happen first. And I think once you heal that, you can get back together. Um, Oh, he's secretive. I mean, it's not that he's secretive. I think he just has boundaries, right? And it's like, why would he share his world with someone who he doesn't really? Why would he share his world with a weird person that he doesn't really know that well, who's constantly just trying to like pull them into some weird shit, right? It's like, oh, we've got something for you, but first you gotta come here. Sound like a stranger in a van with candy. I feel like it's common sense. I feel like you might deal with a lot of like crazy people on a regular basis. So, or you might be like really attractive. That might be a thing. Like you might be like really attractive. So people would do things that they normally wouldn't do, but like Muhammad has dealt with a lot of attractive people and energies. So it's like you have to be more than attractive. You actually have to demonstrate value. That's what it is, Rome. He's not working with you because you don't demonstrate value to him. And I think you're probably used to it being going in the other way, where you demonstrate so much value to the other person. They have no, like it's clear to you. But I feel like Muhammad has more value than you're willing to recognize. And so if you're not willing to recognize that value, why would you share it? Right? Maybe you're both avoidant because you didn't expect it to get that far. It's real. I personally have disorganized attachments, so I have my avoidant moments. I'm not even gonna hold you. I also feel like attachment styles might not be the best way to like navigate it. Like sometimes putting on a label can help you figure things out. But I think if you just realize what it is, you can just call it what it is, and work through it that way. Gianna wants to know, is Brody cheating on Gianna? Is Brody cheating on Gianna? I'm going to copy it. I wish I could copy and paste it. But it's alright. Just keep going. Is Brody cheating on Gianna? 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 I thought another one flipped over, but yes, he is. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else from. Yeah, there's also like this kind of like subversive energy of coercion that is felt strongly. I don't think they're easily convinced. Oh yeah, sure, sure, sure. You can do just a yes or no if your English isn't good. Ika wants to know, will Ika get hired on the 14th of May? Yes. Give him a chance, and now he's being weird. Now you're both being weird, Zaina. I can't even hold you. Tara wants to know, is your plan for friends with Asher okay? Um, no. Wait, yes. Yes, it is. Asher is like a low key evil, but he likes you, so it's fine. It's like being best friends with the bully and he treats you better than everyone else. But also, I don't want me to be rude, Zaina. That was a bit of the energy I'm channeling. It's just kind of like, it's a weird situation. You're not a weird person. And the reason why I say that is because you don't have that energy here. It's something specifically about your relationship with men that makes you weird. And it's like, I feel like that deserves some examination. Because I have never got a weird vibe off of you. But when you sent me that screenshot, I was like, oh, that don't even sound like the type of energy, right? And I felt both of y'all's energy from that one text. Please don't send me a screenshot of your text. Like I that's a boundary I have. I'm not about to read a whole bunch of texts because I get caught up in that shit and it's like, that's not even my life. I will answer as many questions as you like though. Genevieve wants to know, is it worth it with Patrick? Yes. Siamo wants to know, should you reconcile? Should Siamo reconcile with Daniel? Uh, I think you should have a conversation with him. And when you have that conversation about reconciliation, you'll be like, nah, I'm going to leave it alone. So you should talk with him and get some closure. Genevieve, I think I just answered your question. Um, yeah, it is worth it to get back with Patrick. Good evening, Tovia. I'm slowly catching up with chat. Oh no. Oh no. That giveaway spam. Yeah, that's why I blocked them. It's crazy. It's like if you block them, they won't be able to watch it. I'm like, yeah, that's the point. I'm glad it made sense. He said, I don't want to stop contacting. It feels like you don't want this. You told me yourself. It sounds over. I feel like it deaded. That conversation went bad, and now it's over. Yeah, you're being clear that it's over, bro. Like, if he says you don't want this, like, you're telling him what he said. You're putting words in his mouth, and those words are that it's over. What's he gonna be like? I don't know. It's just I don't know how to tell you in other words that situation is dead. I don't know. You can't revive it. You can't revive it. I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Thank you so much for the donuts. Your name is in a language I don't understand, but I understand the love and I appreciate it. We're really working through lighting up my gift gallery, and I really appreciate that, guys. Lighting up my gift gallery, and I really appreciate that, guys. My phone is so slow right now. My phone is so slow right now. Off and put me on psychosis TikTok. They really want me to have some psychosis. Okay, good. That's happened to me before, Zaina. I'm sorry, that was my trauma. I don't want to project it onto you. I just think the energy is so foul that I just want nothing to do with it. And I don't understand why you want to continue in energy that is so confusing, so foul, and so like you said it yourself, you feel like he doesn't want you. Why do you think there's more conversation after that? You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, you can have a reading for sure. Thank you for the donuts. I was just changing my goal here. Let's see, friendship necklace. Let's do that. Let's see, perfume or the friendship necklace. I think it was 3 for both of them. Just give me 1 second. I'm just doing clerical stuff with TikTok, but I will answer everybody in order. Um, yeah, let's. I don't know why I'm afraid of the friendship necklace. Let's see how much they are. And I just want to speak on something real quick. I have no, like, I really am agnostic. It's kind of strange that, like, I'm on here as, like, a spiritual person and I don't really know if any of this is real. But, like, I just really take all these weird happenings as they are, like weird glitches. And if there's any exterior involvement, I just think they're weird too. Like, it doesn't like affect my mental health to know that there's weird shit happening. Sometimes weird shit just happens. I really can't afford to give a fuck. And I mean that with my full chest. Lindo wants to know, will Nintendo come back to Lindo? Um I see, yes. He's got a lot of willpower and he wants to do the right thing. It might be that the right thing might be leaving you alone though, but just know whatever he's doing is like is like in alignment with your highest good. Does Marum hate you? Oh, actually, let me pin this. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Does Marum hate you? Does Marum hate Syringe 7? Um, I think he really did, and now he's like realizing it was kind of dumb, and he's getting over it. Thank you so much for the gifts. I really appreciate that. I think with this goal, you have to be in my fan club. So hit the heart me if you'd like to help with that. Lysol wants to know: is there a chance that Venji would ask for you to get back together in the future? Yeah, it's a possibility. They would come back together with you if they could find like a peaceful way to do that, but they're not going to reach out unless that's possible. Oh man, I said a lot. No, it's my phone. It's like really messed up. It's better now. Great, great, great. Dunja, thank you for all the gifts, Dunja. Dunja wants to know if will Dunja and Luke M get back together after some time passes. Dunya, Dunya, let me know if I get it right. Please don't stop until I get it right. What I'm seeing, right, is that if you were to get back together right now, it would be like really unbalanced energy. I feel like in some way the love has kind of died off. I think there was some kind of resentment from overgiving here. And it feels really unfair, right? Because it's like there was the impression, and you're going to have to place it where it fits, but someone was just kind of accepting the treatment that they were getting and thinking that it was like genuinely given, but the other person felt like they had to do it, like compelled to do it, and it created some resentment that like really caused some hurt. And so like if it were to restart again, it would have to either be a completely different kind of relationship dynamic, or that resentment would continue. Does that make sense, Dunya? It's almost like someone like misunderstood like what they needed. But you want to know like if after some time, like what situ let me get the right question to ask Spirit. What would be the conditions for them to for Dunya to reunite with their person and have a healthy relationship? It's like I'm getting that someone has to, the person who is overgiving, they have to learn how to cut out their own BS. And what that would involve is a lot of self-love. And what I'm seeing right now is that person is not going to really learn how to do that in an effective way. I feel like they have the tools and it was explained to them, but it's going to take a lot of time. And I feel like in the amount of time required, like, I think you're going to realize that you deserve better at that point. And even like through the heartbreak, I think as it goes on more and more and you kind of understand their perspective, you're not going to really want that relationship anymore, because from your perspective everything was great, but I think when you understand like how much they're hurting, it's going to like help you to realize that like it wasn't real. Like I'm taking judgment as like almost like a fairy, like a fantasy of like, because the way that your emotional needs were met with like zero reciprocity. And it's like, it's not like you knew that it wasn't reciprocal, right? But like, it's going to be hard to find that from them again. Like, it's going to have to be a different type of person who can genuinely give you what you need and still feel comfortable with what you can give. And it doesn't seem like it'll be them. I think the more they heal, the more they're going to want something else. And I think the more, like, if you are able to see them go through their healing journey, it'll make more and more sense, like, why it's going to be hard to reconcile. But I think you'll feel like really proud of them, though. You might be angry at them for like a long period of time because you're going to start to feel like they lied to you, honestly, about how much they could carry and like how they honestly felt about you. And you're going to feel like you were in a relationship with a stranger. And so I think that's going to make you not want to get back together with Luca, even if time passes, because you're going to realize how much of a sacrifice it was the more both of you guys heal. I hope that makes sense, Dunya. I see so much love in your future, though. Even love for Luca, and Luca has a lot of love for you, and that's why those types of sacrifices were made in the first place, because you loved each other so much. Yeah, it's not about love though; it's about finding something that feels like really comfortable, and I think there's going to be work into figuring out what that looks like for both of you. Will Petra help Victor? Yeah, and a little bit, just a little bit. They're not going to go out of their way. Hi, Kayla. Thank you for following. Kayla wants to know, will she get approved for her unemployment? Yeah. Yeah, he will. Not right now, but after some time. Okay, cool. I already read that. Faisal wants to know, will you reconcile with Muzdalifa? Muzdalifa? There's some truth that's gonna have to come to the surface first. There was like a mystery involved. And I think once you find out about that, it's gonna be really anxiety inducing. Like, you're gonna find something out about them or the connection that I think it's gonna make you not want them anymore. It's gonna make you want to be single real bad. So I don't think so. I don't think you're gonna want to, Faisal. Nia wants to know, does Nathan have true love for Nia? Does Nathan have true love for Nia? Nah. I'm not, nah. I feel like he's like a bit of a... It's an interesting type of love bomber because Nathan is able to commune with your highest self. He might be a spiritual person, and he might have had a past life or connection with one of the energies you hold. But like, he doesn't like you though. He doesn't like you, like foot on the ground, Nia. He's in love with like this idealized version of you. He might have some limerence here, so he's gonna act like he loves you, but he's gonna treat you like crap. Like, you're gonna feel like you're never enough for him. And that's gonna be weird energy because he's gonna project otherwise. Like, he might even love bomb you, but then you'll like talk to him about things that you like that are really passionate about, and you'll be like, ill. It's like, what do you mean ill? It's just like a crappy feeling. Hi, Lavo. How are you? Aaliyah. I'm doing good. Aaliyah wants to know, did Tay move on from Aaliyah? Did Tay move on from Aaliyah? Yeah. He did it real sneaky, though. Like, slipped out of there. Like a... getting the word boneless. Like a boneless cat. Thank God some of that energy cleared out. It was so weird, bro. Like, the technical issues I was having, that was really odd. It felt very spiritual. But like non-spiritual and like, whoa, it's magic. Spiritual as in like some weirdo was fucking with me. Well, hold on, what was that? Yeah, that was a gift. Will Comfort and Amanda's relationship last for a long time? Nah, I feel like it's gonna be hot and heavy, but like short, like a flame, which is beautiful. I feel like time is like relative and an illusion, and sometimes the shortest relationships we have can have one of the bigger impacts in our lives. And so I hope you will still continue to pursue it, even though it's not going to be a long relationship. T wants to know, will T hear from Amber again? Um, I'm hearing no, but it's like, yeah, I feel like if you did hear from Amber, it's gonna be some BS. You're gonna be like, damn, I actually wish I would have blocked them. You might hear from them and then immediately block them. Stephanie wants to know messages what messages does Stephanie's ancestors have for them? Oh, that's a good start. Thank you for the rose, Stephanie. Fair enough. Yeah, it's like it's gonna waste your time real bad. I'm sorry. That was for hash. I mean, it doesn't need to last long. I don't know. I feel like real inhuman saying stuff like that, but I think about a relationship I had that lasts like a couple of months, and I still love that motherfucker. Do I want to reconnect? I don't know. Whatever. But like they had a big impact on me, and I think it might go both ways. He's a really funny dude. I stole all his mannerisms, but low key we had a lot of similar mannerisms to begin with. But I'm sorry, I got distracted. Your ancestors just want you to trust yourself. They say that you really got a lot figured out. Um, you stay hungry though, girl. Eat something. Like I don't know what you think you're trying to prove. We's all fit. Okay? I don't know what you trying to do with all this Ozempic nonsense. You look good big. Stop it. It's like we want to send you some of these people, and it's like you're not even entertaining them because you think you gotta be small. And these people want all of that. They want all of it. They want more of that. They want to feed you more. You don't act right when you're not. And then you don't act right when you don't eat. You don't act right. You don't act right when you don't eat. We don't like you when you don't eat. We don't even want to talk to you when you don't eat. It's like we don't even get a chance to eat. So sometimes the only way we can eat is through you. And people trying to feed you good ass food. You go in a good, nice ass restaurants and you're like, I'll just have the salad. The salad? Not this. I don't know what your background is, but they going in some like I don't know if you're we ate collard greens because that's all we had. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. Not me getting a DoorDash notification after that. Hi, Pam. Pam wants to know if she and Y will reunite soon. Will Pam and Y reunite soon? Um, I'm seeing that he's gonna bring a lot of like random BS into your life after you reunite with him, and it's gonna really make you happy that you just stayed on your own. Like you don't really want that. Yeah, I saw your question. I was in the middle of answering Stephanie's. Yeah, it's crazy. They're like very mad that you're hungry right now. Like it's that was your message, Stephanie. I mean, Do you want them to say something really meaningful? You got to redirect the energy. That's what's on their hearts right now. But I'm sure they have more. They have more wisdom they can give to you. But like, the big thing is, I think you are very smart and you're very intelligent. They're like, you just don't have any good thoughts because you ain't got no food in your body. Your brain clinging on to that one leaf, trying to put a thought together. How the heck that's supposed to work? You know we all big. Look at your auntie. What? Look at your auntie. Stop. But she's smart though. I can't with them. That is so funny. Will Raphael marry Lillian? Yes. She be cooking big platters. You actually need to call her and get some food. I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm taking that to mean everything else is pretty much going okay though, because usually ancestor messages. Like if there's something bigger going on, they tend to speak to the bigger thing, and if not, then they just kind of like to just connect to you because they just like to be in your company and just want to share the energy they had when they were alive. You know what I mean? So a lot of times ancestor messages aren't that deep unless you're in peril. You know what I mean? Everything else they think is pretty manageable. Why is UG upset with you? You want your ancestors to answer that? Cause he a weird little boy and he ain't got nothing to offer you. His That's what they said. Let me try to give you a better message here. Why is UG upset with Stephanie? I mean, he is weird. But why is he upset? I mean, what happens is when he gets overwhelmed with situations, and I think you know he's overwhelmed, he like gets evil and he just starts being rude to other people. Like it makes him feel better to be mean to people when he doesn't feel well. And that's like a really weird trait, and I don't really like that as like someone to have near your circle because they're punishing you for things that you didn't even do. Yeah, ending it seems like a healthy choice. It's like you would know that if you was eating healthy. I'm closing the door on them. You gotta. And then I'm like, I should probably eat some too. Favor wants to know, will you be the rich lady that young girls look up to? Yes, yes, yes. I'm manifesting it for you. Let me read the cards. Let's actually put it this way. How does Favor become the rich lady that young girls look up to? Because I feel it in your energy. Thank you so much for the gift, Sammy. It's like you have to learn to prioritize like family less and like look towards your own markers of success more, because sometimes like, and it's not just like family, this is family and found family. Sometimes the people in your life, they have their own projections of like what they think would bring you more power or more success, but they don't know as well as you, right? I feel like they're giving you advice that like sometimes they wouldn't even follow. It's just advice that sounds good, but like what are they doing right now? Are they that rich young lady? No. I think you're very intelligent and I can just tell from tapping in your energy that you are already on that rich frequency. So trust it, move in it, meditate on it, right? Like make you a mood board with like Whitley and like, like Alicia Keys, like get your Fresh Prince of Bel Air energy on, get your Hillary on, get your Aunt Viv on, and just like start to bring material things into your life that reflect that energy. Like you can't be afraid of spending money, right? I feel like you do have a lot of fear of spending money, but if you're that bitch, you have to get comfortable with spending money. Not making money, Completely different story. If you want to be that rich bitch, you have to get comfortable with spending money. I think that's where your issue is right now. Are Raphael and Lillian compatible for marriage? I feel like my face gave it away, but then the cards did too. He's here for a good time, not a long time. Thank you for the roses, Stephanie. Your family is so funny. I would have done that. Melisha wants to know, will Oren come back to you? And thank you for all the love you so much, Sammys. Melisha wants to know, will Oren come back to you before June? He gonna come back when he wanna come back. I don't think he really wants to come back though. He's doing something else. He's on a side quest. Yeah, he's on a side quest right now. So he might not be available by June. Let me change my goal real quick. I only need one more friendship necklace. I put the wrong amount on there. Actually, let me chill with that. Let me see if I can pin it. Yeah, I think it got unpinned. That's what it was. Yeah, I lost it when I restarted my live. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's like and I don't just say this to people. I cuss people out. I don't really care if people come back here. Thank you. I'm gonna switch it up. Save your money. Wait. I think that was it, right? Yeah. So I want to do 3 perfumes. Oh my god, this is so stressful. It's like I could do tarot all day, but it's like doing this the TikTok stuff can be like really like it can get into my head sometimes. Not like off of like not feeling capable or anything. It's just weird. Okay. So we want 3 perfumes. Alright, I'm gonna confirm. And then I'm gonna pin that. Whew. Thank you for being patient. Melisha wants to know, should she go to community college or university? Whew. I'm seeing stay close. I'm getting community college. And the reason why is because you're going to be a big fish in a small pond. Ugh. And it's going to give you a lot more confidence. You're going to have a lot more money. Thank you so much for the confidence boost. I really appreciate it. I'm so confident. And then when you move on to university, you're going to have a lot more clearer vision about like what you want to do. And you're also going to save a lot of money. But there's something about you just being big dog on community college campus. Also feel like something's going to happen with your family. And if you went away to university, you would have wished that you were close to home when it happened. Yeah, there's a tower that'll happen. Regardless of wherever you go to university or community college, it's a fixed point in someone's fate, and you're going to want to be close. But then it's going to be resolved by the time you're done with community college. So it'll be okay. Ooh. Sammy, thank you for the gifts. Whew. I've been yapping nonstop. Catch my breath. Will Sammy meet her soulmate soon, or their soulmate soon? You can't wait to meet him. Sam, be patient. Oh Lord. there's this energy, like if you go through dating trying to force a soulmate label onto people or trying to like bring it to you closer, you're going to have a lot of problems. There's this energy of like your soulmate is going to come towards you and you're like, it's not going to be that difficult. I feel like you might like have a tendency to force relationships, force friendships, and it becomes chaotic because you're unique. And I also feel like you're a slow burn type of person. Like you have a beautiful heart and soul. I think you have so much love and energy and emotionality. Like you might have some really prominent water placements in your chart. Um, I'm getting like an Earth, Uranus for whatever reason. That it takes a long time to really get to know you properly. And so your soulmate is going to be someone who just kind of like slides in. Like you're not even going to really notice that they're there. Because I feel like they're not going to approach you with romantic intention. But like, of course they're going to be attractive. I don't think you're going to realize they're attractive until they make a move on you though. Like it's just all going to fall into place. So you don't have to worry about it. But is it going to be soon? I feel like I'm getting yes, you're gonna meet your soulmate soon, but you're not gonna realize they're your soulmate because you don't even realize what your soul needs yet. Is the big thing. So I'm saying, like, stay open to friendship, unconventional friendships, and don't overgive. Because if you overgive, you're gonna have people in your life who really shouldn't be there, and it's gonna make it harder for soulmate energies to meet you. Also, I believe that there's multiple soulmates. I also don't think soulmates are an eternal thing like some people think. I think a soulmate is just someone who makes you feel like you're at home. And when they're gone, it just like feels like a part of you's gone. And you can find that a lot of times. But I feel like this person, once you get them, you're not going to let them go. You're not gonna let them go. Like the door is that way, and the door's got like 10 locks on it. It's like, oh, okay. Oh, you're welcome, baby. You're good. You're good. I read energy, so I can pick up on intentions pretty well, and I like to stay professional too. So sometimes people come into my life on some weird energy, but I still like to keep my energy up, answer the question, and send them on their way. Getting into lower vibration, I don't like the type of person I am. When I allow myself to go on that lower vibration, it's not a type of person that I don't think a lot of people want to deal with. I think it's cool. I'm cool. And I say all the time that like a beautiful melody has high and low vibrations. Just like a beautiful rainbow has high and low vibrations. So it's natural to go up and down. But it takes a lot to get me off my vibe, off my good vibe. And thank you for noticing. Liz wants to know if Ronald is thinking about them. Is Ronald thinking about Liz? Is Ron thinking about Liz? Is Ronald thinking about Liz right now? Ronald thinking about Liz? Nah, he's not. I don't think he thinks. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. He feels deeply. I think you bring him a lot of peace, but he's not a thinker. He's not a thinker. He's not a thinker. Head empty, no thoughts. He's a himbo. We love to see it. I like him. I like his energy. But no, he does not think. He doesn't think about you. He does not think. It's just he just does stuff. He does stuff and he does it well because he moves from a heart space. He's an intuitive animal, almost like he has a natural compass and he just follows it. And he doesn't really question things. So it means a lot that he doesn't question his relationship with you. Kaden wants to know, does Delilah like you? No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. I feel like Delilah might be a low key hostile, and it makes me a little concerned because like I think you should like kind of like I can't talk because it's like I like angry people. I'm attracted to mean people. But like, there's a difference between someone being like assertive and like mean and like asserting their boundaries and stuff and like loving you and stuff. I feel like it's that balance isn't there. I think she's keeping you around as like a punching bag. And if you like to get punched, that's cool. But I think you should have someone who, like, if they are mean, that they recognize your limits. And I don't think Delilah does that. Okay, good for you, Anastasia. You learned about overgiving. Good, good. Just stay on that journey. Lobby Vixen wants to know: Will she meet the one for you? Love Vixen 4 wants to know: Will she meet her the person just for her or them? I don't know what your pronouns are. Will Vixen meet their person? It's hard to get this deck together. I feel like that's symbolic. You might have to get yourself together a little bit before you meet the one. And I think that's pretty natural. Yeah, you will, but it's like, don't rush the journey. I think that, like, in order to like gravitate the perfect person for you, you want to be the best self you can be, because it's almost like an equal opposite thing. They'll meet you at the level that you've met yourself, right? So if you meet your, even if you met like the perfect person for you, but you haven't risen to your highest vibration, they'll meet you where you're at, and it might not. It's not gonna give what it should give. Alicia wants to know: Will love find you before June? Nah. It's gonna be on its way though. Like, I feel like these dates and stuff, you can't rush it. Especially like when it comes to the spirit realm, they don't really like June is a human concept. So spirits are not really on the Greco-Roman calendar like that. At least not all of them. Some of them are, like, like the Greco-Roman gods, but I feel like that's not your team. So they don't really identify with June. Like, if they were to tell me a time frame, it's literally coming through in a word that I don't know. Escherben. Reshben. I don't know what language that is. They said before the sun turns on the fourth rock. Girl, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, but they have something for you. It is coming. They have a time frame. I hope he's handsome, handsome. Yeah. He'll be cute. He'll be cute. I think what I'm actually getting is, like, he's gonna be medium ugly at first. So you're gonna like low key entertain it, but the longer he's with you, the sexier he's gonna get. And it's gonna be like a little bit frustrating because more people will be interested in him. And you're like, why are more people interested in him? And then you'll get a good look at him and you'll be like, ah, crap. But he's gonna have a crush on you. You know what I mean? Is Nita's thinking about you? Nah, I think he's got a lot on his mind though. So he's like, he doesn't have the energy to think about you right now. Very correct. Nice, nice. What gift equals a mini reading? I mean, whatever you feel in your heart to give. Right now, I'm trying to fill up my gift gallery, so let me actually like get you a good answer to that. I don't want it to be something you can't afford, but right now I'm trying to I'm just trying to light up my gift gallery, basically. And so that means I'm trying to do like 3 perfumes. Hold on, I keep clicking on the wrong thing. I'm trying to get 3 perfumes. Girl, we got the friendship necklace. They're playing with me. 3 perfumes, 1 friendship necklace. 3 hats and mustaches, 3 hand hearts, 3 hearts, or 2 hearts rather, and what? 2 corgis. So any one of those things would be fine. Oh, nice. I appreciate it. But honestly, like, I try to keep my readings accessible. It really breaks my heart when people need help and they can't afford it. So we can work something out. I'm not super pressed. I care more about us establishing like a good, relationship because we're both going to get richer and richer and richer. So when we're both millionaires, you're gonna just throw like a stack at me. It's not gonna be a big deal. Today, if it's a if it's a rose, I'm cool with it. If it's a heart, you know what I'm saying. I'm not mad. Just listen to your heart because it's like an energy thing, right? Like what's in your heart to give and what you can give. Should you? Megan wants to know: should you leave Nidus alone? He has done you dirty. Thank you so much. We reached that gift goal. Did it light up in my gallery though? I'm so confused. I get so confused by this stuff, man. Or does one person have to send three of them? Oh, it doesn't make sense. Oh, I hate this. Okay. It's not you, it's me. I'm like figuring this stuff out here. But it works for me. Like I said, that's a personal issue. That's perfect. I'm happy to give you a mini read. Just go ahead and drop your question in the chat. Um so let me make it like 9 and see what happens. That should be okay. I'm sorry, I'm doing all this clerical shit. I see your questions coming in, guys. I really appreciate it. Nice, 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 nice. Oh, whoa! Thank you so much. Whoa! Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Haha. All right, now I have to I have to set it up again. Bear with me, but go ahead and put your questions in. I got you. I do my best to answer everyone's question, even if you leave the room, because I post my replays. So if you I'm sorry, if you like post a question and I'm over here, goofing around, you can look into it later. Okay, nice, 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 cool, cool, cool. So it's a hat and mustache, hand hearts. But yeah, this stuff gets me pushed out to more people. So that's why I'm kind of like focused on it. It's not really about the money right now. It's about growing the platform. Because I find that having more credibility and like having having more eyes on me gives me more credibility, and then it just helps a lot. So thank you so much. How many hand hearts? Did they say 3, bruh? I'm sorry. I'm like I have no working memory. I'm doing the best. I got hit in the head when I was young, bro. Oh my god! I didn't set that, bro. Hold on. I'm working. I'm changing the goal. Don't do anything. All right. So how many should we do? Keep it at 9. Okay, lucky number. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you so much. Alright, I have to press it again, bro. Bro, I'm so stressed. Thank you so much for liking the live and sharing these gifts and everything. I promise I'll get to all of your questions. Um, I don't even know why it stresses me out. Oh, you know what it was? I used to work in IT, so the fact that I'm like fuddling with all these things is just kind of low key stressful. How many should I do? Either 6 or 9. Which one is it? Okay. I mean, shoot for the stars, period. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. I'm trying to get more comfortable with receiving. Oh, this is so nice. Thank you so much. Um, yeah, that too. Thank you, Mango. Alicia wants to know if there's anything else she should know, like guidance. What should Alicia know? Guidance from Alicia in alignment with her highest good. It's like, I think you feel that the reason that you're not getting what you want is because you're not in a relationship. And it's like, it's true that embodying the love frequency brings abundance to you, but love is something that you can like grow within yourself. It's something that you can grow with your environment. Like, you can love the crap out of your furniture, and that helps um, bring more energy to you. You can, and like, you don't have to love people, right? You'll find that like I've been getting more plants and trying to love on them. Oh, she's perking up. I'm so proud. I have like a little mint plant that I've been jerking around, but like it like creates this frequency that allows more things to come to you. You might just in general have like this limited idea of love, and it might be because of something that someone told you, maybe something you learned in the church. Um, but what's going to be the most helpful thing for you, excuse me, is to identify like paths that you've created that make you hate yourself. Like, I think you do a lot of things that without thinking really about it, you hate. And so when you do things that you hate, you become a person that you hate. And it's like, you don't deserve that. I think it's partly to do with things that you like walked away from that, um, that you just did out of pride, I'm getting. I think you have to learn to put your pride aside more and kind of like embrace love energy in every area of your life. There's almost like a it's almost like you're violent to yourself about what you think you should do, and the things that you feel like you should do, they neglect how you feel. And so it's like a matter of like figuring out how you really feel about things and like honor your feelings a lot more, because ooh, I feel something breaking in your heart right now. The more that you honor your feelings, the more that you'll love yourself. It's just like a random person, right? If there was a random person out there who like disrespected how you felt all the time, you would want nothing to do with that person. And I think it's the same way with yourself. You've like kind of like neglected your emotions and like your true self for the sake of like growth. But it's like, how are you going to grow if the ways that you're growing make you are things that you're not in alignment with, right? So it's gonna be really about finding out who you are, baby, and like really like believing in it. Because I feel like you don't even believe in yourself. You like believe in like this version of you that's like very like and it's like the spiritual space has a lot to do with it. There's like one type of enlightenment. I had to go to like the gates of hell, you know what I mean? And I realized everyone liked me there, you know? And like, I grew up Christian. I never thought I'd be saying that. Sometimes you fall in with the wrong crowd and it like shows you more about yourself. But sometimes the wrong crowd is the one, or the people who are saying love and light, because they're forcing a ideology on you that just doesn't fit. I'm trying to see what else. If you had any other questions? Yeah, we can do a mini read. What is your question? Love wise. Oh man, I got on it. Oh man, I was right on the money. I didn't even read that you asked for a love reading. That's so powerful. So once you start to invest in your self love, I think I said this for somebody else too. Um, it will allow you to bring people towards you that you like, because this is the other part of it, right? You have developed this sense of self, right? Where you hate yourself. So there are people who are coming towards you who are a lot like you, who are really sweet, who like embody these energies that are great about yourself, but you've trained yourself to hate that. So you hate those people, and you find that you're actually burdening yourself with relationships because the people who are in alignment with you are or who are would bring you alignment, sorry, the people who are in alignment with your highest self you don't like, because you don't like your highest self. And so there's going to be this unburdening and this reevaluation of the things that you really like and the things that you really love. And it's kind of humbling. It's going to make you feel like a child sometimes, because you're like, what do you mean I don't know what my favorite food is? I've been eating mangoes for years. Me personally, one, I'm allergic to them. Two, I don't really like how they taste. I realized I just liked the gratification of ripping into something and eating it savagely. But the flavor of mango, I don't enjoy. So I was buying mango flavored stuff, could care less for it. Turns out I'm a pineapple girly. And it makes sense, because as a kid I would eat pineapple all the fucking time. You know? So it's going to be like that. It's going to be like a kind of regression, because you're going to be looking back at your childhood, because chances are when you were a child, you had the clearest vision of the things that you loved. And at some point you taught yourself that loving that was wrong. And the more that you re-engage with the loves that you find for yourself, the easier it's going to be for you to find a partner, because you're going to realize, thank you for the heartbeat, you're going to realize that like, oh, I've been investing in people who hate me because I hate myself. Thank you so much for the finger hearts, girl. You're blessing me tonight. I hope that means that this resonates. Let me know if you have another question, but I feel like there's a little bit more to share here. Anything else? Um, oh, and while you're in this journey, thank you so much for the gift, y'all. And while you're in this journey of like finding self love, be mindful that you can still get love from other people. Sometimes being with other people teaches you more about how to love yourself. And you might feel like you don't deserve it because you're not where you feel like you should be yet. That's bullshit. That's another lie that you're feeding yourself. You deserve the world. Give it to yourself. You might have to figure out what world you want to live on, what planet you want to exist in. But it's a journey, so it's okay that you don't have the answers immediately. I'm sure there's going to be some time where you want to hermit yourself to get better answers, but in the meantime, it's perfectly okay to like, like still experience the world, right? You'll never know where you'll find enlightenment. Okay, so Keija wants to know, will you see R again? Ooh, you're gonna see them in a weird way, like on like social media or like in a place where you wouldn't expect them or something. So like the way you're asking me, like, will you see them again? You won't see them that way. You'll see them in a weird way. Thank you so much for the gifts. This is crazy. Yeah, and so ascending, you can also, if you want to send on like Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo, I can provide that for you too. I'm happy to give you some readings. And I can also do personal readings as well. It's on my link in my bio, but right now I'm gonna like revise it. So you can DM me and we can like figure out how to get that started if that's something you're interested in. Because I could send you a 20-minute YouTube video that's unlisted, that's just for you, and I can really get into it because I'm not like playing with all the gift gallery stuff. Yeah, and like it can like make all the distractions can make it harder to get a message sometimes, but I'm open to doing it on the live or off. The thing with me doing it off the live is like I get distracted by my own life, so I usually get them done within 2 days. In the middle of like a breakup and an injury, it took me 4 days, which I still think is really incredible. But it does take a little bit longer. So you just be mindful of that, of what you invest with. Francis wants to know, does Francis's girl love them or nar? I feel like they're starting to like they're just getting to know you. They enjoy spending time with you, but I feel like you're like really invested in the future, and like she's still trying to figure out if she likes you in the present. Like she wants to know if she wants to spend a day with you before she can figures out if she wants to spend the rest of the rest of her life with you, and she's a little bit frustrated that you aren't giving her that access. Thank you so much for the confidence boost. Zvina wants to know, will you reach the level of calmness you're trying to receive through equanimity? Nah. I think you just have to be selfish. Yeah, you need to be selfish and you need to say what's on your mind. And that's what's going to bring you balance. In order to be calm, first you have to eliminate all the things that are disrupting your peace. You know what I mean? Like some of it is a level of inside stuff. I feel like you're pretty balanced internally. It's like the external things that you're not speaking to that are causing you chaos. Hope that makes sense. Maka Paka wants to know if she should buy a dog. Should Maka Paka buy a dog? Can I pet that dog? Um, not right now. Not right now. I'm seeing in the future maybe, but I don't think you have the resources to not buy the dog, but like maintain. And it's not necessarily monetary resources. I feel like you're like it's actually something that's gonna happen in your life that's kind of separate. Thank you for the pop. It's something in your life that's kind of separate that is like gonna make it difficult for you to have the animal and keep the animal, and you'll feel bad about it. I think once you'll know when you're going through the chaos. I feel like I should tell you more about it though. It's just you changing your mind about something and opening it. So it's not something bad. I think you change your mind about a situation, you open your mind to it, but there's going to be a type of grief that comes with accepting a better life. Thank you for the gift. And while you're in that grief, it's going to be hard to take care of an animal, even though things are good. Mega wants to know, does N have feelings for another person? No, they don't. They barely have feelings at all. Good evening, Latonia. Will Latonia and Greg work it out and stay together? I'm seeing that y'all are gonna, by magic, figure a way to work through your problems. And yeah, keep it going. I love that. I love to hear it. Love wins. Love wins. Charlotte wants to know if your best friend should go for it and start dating. Nah, y'all would fight all the time. Y'all would fight all the time. I feel like you fight now and it's cute, but it's only cute because you can get away from each other. Like it would not be. Stay friends. Please stay friends. Tracy wants to know, is Destin coming to see you? No. He can't afford to. He's trying to figure out how to get the money right. Who's coming back to baby who's in a past energy? It was somebody who was broke. Your little brokey's coming back. Your passionate little brokey. The one that lied to you all the time. We love to hear it. Not. Yeah, I don't think you want him to come back to you, bro. It's not fun. And when we get those readings, we want them to be about the right person, but no, it's not about the right person. He's moving mountains to get to you. Your little dusty little lion ass brokey is moving mountains to get to you, and we love it. I'm not bullying or harassing. I appreciate him. I'm not trying to get restricted. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. I mean, I think you're gonna be cool on it. It's basically what Spirit is saying, baby. Allie, does Eli want you to glow up? Bro likes you just the way you are. He likes you exactly how you are. He thinks you're the most incredible person in the world, and he does not understand why you're still on growth mindset shit. Like, I think he sees how your desire to grow up is attractive. The fact that you even consider that stuff. Like the fact that you're never done growing is cool, but he doesn't need you to grow anymore. Like, since you could get worse, actually, I still want you. Get over here. When are you going to be done glowing up? You're actually getting a little bit too sexy for me. I'm a little nervous now. That's definitely the truth. Yeah, it's like, I think they're seeing like your glow up in real time. I think they're seeing it better than you're seeing it. Like, I think you are like really hard on yourself, but they see how strong you are and how much you've grown. If they could send a message to you, it would be to look back at like photos or videos of yourself from like 2 years ago, a year ago, 6 months ago, 5 years ago, and see how different you are. Like, I think even visibly different, because the energy I'm getting from Eli is that he's like ripping his nails into the chair. He's like, like, yeah, with the devil energy, he's trying to hold back for you to feel like you're done glowing up, but he's over there like, like, why isn't Eli talking to me? I'm working on myself. He's like, is she done working on herself? I'm trying to work on her. He knows he's crazy. He knows he's crazy. He's trying to figure out why you even care about him. Yeah, he feels like a creep and a weirdo. I mean, he has self-worth and everything. Like, I think he knows, it's funny, he knows that he's a baddie too, but he also like doesn't, like, it's like a bit of cognitive dissonance because he thinks that you're so good that y'all aren't compatible. And it's like, it's weird because he knows he's the shit, but like when it comes to you, he doesn't feel that way. And so it's weird that you feel that way. I think you both feel that way. And that's why I think that you're a cute couple, Allie. Claire wants to know, does Oscar still have feelings for Claire? Does Oscar still have feelings for Claire? Does Oscar still have feelings for Claire? Oh, get out, bro. No. Is there anything that babies, guys want them to know? What do babies' spirit guys want them to know? Ooh. They say you sink into the dark like a whispered prayer, which means that you're very beautiful in your alone time. I don't think you give yourself credit for the beauty you have outside of what you can give to other people. But your spirit team sees you when you're by yourself, and they think that you're more magic than they are. And they're kind of waiting for you to recognize that too, baby. Chelsea wants to know, is Kai in a black car? No. Thanks again for all the gifts, y'all. Daniela wants to know, does Lenny have feelings? Yes. But they're not like, he's cool though. He's chill about it. I think he's nonchalant, but his feelings are actually kind of insane. Aw, so sweet. Does Eli want you to lose weight? He said. He said, no, I like that. Get fatter, baby. Give me more to grab onto. I'm trying to throw you around. I don't want you to get broked up. That's not even a word, bro. I don't think Eli can read. It's cute though. Danielle wants to know, does Lenny have... Oh, I answered that already. Right? Yeah, he has feelings. He's not even worried about it. I think he's just like I said, he's really nonchalant. I've been seeing the TikTok a lot where it's like the friend that you have to like ask to emote. If you were like, hey, you're like, hey, Lenny, how do you feel? Are you having fun? He'd be like, oh, hell yeah. But if you don't ask him, he's just like, Lenny, are you good? I'm having the time of my life. He has big feelings, though. I'm getting to him. I'm a little delayed because I was giving because I was giving fuller readings. I get a little behind on chat, but I will get to everybody. Mouse wants to know if they will get rich. Will Mouse get rich? Yeah, not doing what they're doing though. Not doing what you're doing. Sony wants to know if they'll be united with their long distance husband. Uh, Spirits, please. It's like, please fix your face. No, but we'll just have to find a way to be okay with that. Girl, please. I'm asking because you have your reasons. Okay, I know you have your reasons. I know you have your reasons. I'm just giving your answer, bro. I'm just answering the question. Y'all are in love real bad, even though y'all are both like, you're both like, I gotta level up, I gotta level up, gotta level up, gotta level up, gotta level up. Y'all are leveling up so crazy. It's cute though, because it means that like when you get together, you're gonna be like, you're offering each other your best selves, which I think is really beautiful. Neola wants to know, will your life get better soon? It's gotta get worse first, you know. I feel like you're gonna be capable of it, but it's gonna get worse before it gets better. Faye Knight wants to know, will Faye Knight find work-life balance? Will Faye Knight find work-life balance? Faye find work-life balance. It's something that you're gonna have to find through trial and error. And it's gonna actually be difficult. It's gonna force you to like challenge a lot of your beliefs. Around success and also around rest. I think it's not just that like your relationship to work is bad. I think you don't actually, the things that you do that you think are restful are not actually restful. And so there's going to be, you have to be like, just as intense as you are about like work, you have to be just as intense about like figuring out how to play. Does Anthony still have love for Delilah? I don't know if I answered that. He's thinking about it. I think he's pretty sure, but he's still kind of like figuring it out himself. He's kind of like in the middle of figuring that out. I'm not joking. I mean, I'm hilarious, but I wouldn't lie about that. I'm reading the cards honestly. It's like really cute. Allie. Gain a lot of weight. The only difference is emotionally. He's into that. He's into that. Like I can ask, like, how's I'm getting the energy real strong though. Eli is talking about like, how's Eli feel about Allie's weight? He's not gonna tell you because he feels like it's gonna be objectifying, right? He's not going to tell you because he doesn't want to objectify you. But he likes it. He thinks he has a lot of opinions about women and weight, and like he likes what you have going on there. He likes it. He likes it. He can't tell you how much he likes it because it will sound fucked up and creepy because he likes it real bad. There's no politically correct way to tell. See, I'm stuttering. No way to, yeah, just eat what you want. He almost wants to feed you, low key. Who's the brokey who's coming back? Oh Lord, why we gotta figure this out? He was like poorly dressed, like he never dressed well. And like he will hit you up real late at night. And at one point in time, you're like, oh, this man is the literal devil. I'm also getting strong Virgo placements. Ooh, shudder. Hit my system real strong. And it's so, like, you really don't want him. Like, We Belong Together is coming out in reverse. Because I feel like he's over in his mood. Like, when you left, I lost a part of me. And it's like, yeah, you should lose that. You didn't deserve that part of you. Will Abby come back to Mouse? Will Abby come back to Delilah? Uh, nah, that's kind of dead. At least not in the way you think. Nah, I'm just kidding. Not at all, actually. Baby wants to know, will she get a lot of money for graduation? Money! Sorry, the Ten of Cups in reverse came out, but I didn't like that. What's baby gonna get for graduation? Other deck. Other deck. I got bags in the scoop. Where is it? Actually. My decks just be running off. Starting new lives and shit. Baby, please don't go. I don't know where it went. Okay, so I guess we're using this one. Ooh. No, you want me to use? Okay, actually, it does want me to use these. Oh, there's 3 in here. I guess I'm supposed to read these. Boundary, summer, milestones. I think you might get a trip. Like, they might buy you a trip or something. I feel like what you're gonna get is not what you want, and you're gonna feel like it's a little bit too much. I'm also hearing that you might get a car. But I think whatever you get is gonna be too much. You're gonna be like, oh no, you shouldn't have got me that. Shouldn't have done that. Well, what does Mouse have to change in order to become rich? What does Delilah have to change in order to become rich? I just feel like you're not passionate about the work you do, which is crazy because you have so much passion. I think you got to invest in something that you actually believe in instead of just doing what you think you should. Because it's like the lack of passion leads you to kind of like walk away from opportunities. And it's like you're the type of person to like succeed at everything you try. But because you don't feel like trying the opportunities in your field, you're not successful. Thanks for the follow. You're welcome. Ooh, we're doing it! Thank you for the hat. Will M pass the new school? I'm gonna get to everybody in the chat. Just give me one moment. I'd like to give everyone nice full readings. Will M pass the new school? I think you feel like you won't. But that's your mind lying to you. I think you actually have everything under control here. Will M pass the new school? Yeah. I think just study a little. Oh, I'm getting that you study a lot. Like, I think you're coming up as the Empress in reverse, M, because you don't give yourself credit for how much work you do. It's like, why wouldn't you pass? You're always studying. Like, always studying. You're like one of the ones for spirits, like, you actually need to go outside and shake a little ass or something. You need to let a boy waste some of your time. Not all of it, but like, ooh, baby, you got some yacht pictures coming out? Okay. Girl, I'm mad. Because it's like the dude holding the camera was like new, so it's like they are not going to come out like you want them to. You might not even want to pay him. I feel like you're going to cuss him out. It's not even like you to cuss somebody out, but you need to cuss him out because the amount that he charged you for his level of experience is some bullshit. Yeah, it's like he shouldn't have done that. Like, what the fuck? He was charging you for a rate that like you could have gotten a far more professional photographer for that rate. And he out here probably just zooming into your butt and stuff. Like, what the fuck? Delilah, I answered your question about Anthony. It was a no. Stop asking me. Listen better. Sorry. That was aggressive. Jackie, I might have not got to the point where you answered. I'm sorry. I get a little frustrated after a certain point in time. Jackie wants to know, will Jackie and Kevin ever date? I'm not seeing it in the cards for you guys. I think you're gonna do something far worse. Like better and worse at the same time. I feel like you're like one of those dangerous duos. Almost like the will they won't they's, like Liz Lemon and Jack Donaghy, or like Fox and Mulder from X Files. Liz and Jack are from 30 Rock. What's the other one? Is something happening on the screen? If so, thank you. But yeah, it's like you're gonna have one of the Soul Eater, Soul and Maka from Soul Eater, where you have an incredible friendship that like sometimes gets a little spicy. Like there's a lot of tension there, but like it never is really gonna make sense for you to date. There's never gonna be an opportunity. There's not gonna be a question. And I feel like if you're honest with yourself, you don't even really want to date him, because like if you really think about what dating him would entail, you don't want to do that. I think you just want to be his like really intimate with him, like a queer platonic friendship, maybe. Yeah, because date. What would dating Kevin give you, Jackie? Darfin wants to know, will they have a successful relationship this year? No, but you'll have a lot of relationships. You have a lot of relationships, and you'll learn a lot. And some of them will be like really sexy and like really they can really like put it down, and it's going to help you build into the person who will have successful relationships. Thank you so much for the gifts, Ebony. I really appreciate it. Your mama, you gotta work hard for them, but you have time as well. You feel guilty for working so much. It's like that sometimes, and it's like it's in some ways like yes, you can like work on like your sense of play, but this society really discourages any kind of joy, even for children, right? So there's a level of guilt, but then it's also like it's really, really hard to do. Sometimes relaxing is more difficult than working. I'm like disabled and I still have a hard time relaxing. How long I've been live for? You know what I mean? Like I should be like chilling. I could chill all day and I'm on this app doing readings instead because it's fine. I realize that this is kind of relaxing to me, but like it might be a certain thing like that where you find that like the society is like, oh, self care is a hot bubble bath. You might hate bubble baths. You might just like, get a second job that's like nice. I'm trying to like smile with both sides of my face. It's hard. I'm sorry. That's scary. Emmanuel wants to know, will he? Oh, thank you for the bubbles. Emmanuel wants to know if he applies for the Spanish visa, would you get it? No. What is it saying? Hold on for a bit. It's something about like you not meeting the requirements, and like you don't meet the basic requirements. So it's like you're not gonna get it, and then you would waste money applying. There might be. I'm hearing that there's another country that you would have better luck doing it, and so you might need to just kind of like explore other countries that you would like that you would have a good time being in. Maya wants to know if she will pass her math final on Friday. Will Maya pass her math final on Friday? Yeah, but you gotta like lock in to your studying. Dev, he wants to know: does Dev regret losing Ebony? Thank you so much for all the gifts. Does Dev regret losing Ebony? I don't think he regrets, but he understands. I think there's like a level of him not really like grasping what you offered in the relationship, and it's not something that you could like really explain to him. I think it's something that only he would understand as he continues to move through the world. At this particular time, it doesn't really clock to him, but as he dates more and gets to know more people, he'll be like, damn, Ebony was a really good one. She really gave me things that at the time I thought was stupid, but like no one has given me that, and I didn't even realize I needed that. But like, I'm talking, that's not gonna be like, oh, he's gonna figure that out in 3 months. I'm talking like he's gonna be old and gray. He's men. Some men are really like, it doesn't clock to them because they're chasing stuff that they don't even care about. Someone told them to care about. Patriarchy told them to care about it, and I think that's like the tragedy for men. Is that like at a young age they're told to not care about the things that they really need the most, and so they continually chase stuff that harms them, you know? But like it feels like No Cars About You really came out. It seems like that's very much his problem. You know, it has nothing to do with you. Thank you for the heart me, Mr. Roche. You're welcome. Janella wants to know if your boyfriend is cheating on. Is Janelle's boyfriend cheating in social media or in person? No, he's not. Why does she think? Why does Janella feel like he's cheating though? What's making Janella feel like her boyfriend's cheating? He's attractive, and so there's always going to be people who are trying to, you know, get with him, but he's not interested in investing in anyone. He's kind of like has to politely get rid of them. Mouse wants to know if they'll get a first class. Will Daniela get a first class? Will Daniela get a first class? It'll be very difficult, but if you go through all the processes, yes, I see that you'll be denied maybe once or twice before you get it. You're so welcome, y'all. I'm sorry it took so long for me to get to this. Oh, you're expecting a baby? You're due in October? Sheesh. So that'll probably make it easier. And in the sense that, like, he's not really going to understand the vision for a while. But when he does, you'll probably still be in his life because you have a baby together. But I'm seeing that, like he's going to value your role as a mother, but he's not really going to see it as a lover. Like, I don't think he's going to really get that. You know what I mean? But it's going to be very clear that you're a good mom. So I don't think he's going to be rude to you as a baby mother. But as, like, someone to love on, he just doesn't know what love is. Mouse wants to know if they will achieve their goals in the next 5 years or less. It's going to be more than 5 years. I think it's because your goals are going to change so much. Roshan wants to know what are Smearty's current feelings for Mr. Roshan? What are Smearty's current feelings for Roshan? She thinks that you're lying to her. Like, she thinks you're trying to get over on her. It's because you don't like come out of your shell very often. I think you're a quiet person. And I don't think you're doing anything. But sometimes she mistakes your quietness for calculation. And I feel like that doesn't have anything to do with you. I think she's going to realize that the more she gets to know you and the more time she spends with you, she'll learn that you're just a quiet man. But until then, she's going to wonder like what you're doing. So I think if you feel comfortable, it might help to share more about your life with her and kind of be a little bit more open about like what you're doing, even if you're not doing anything. Like, for example, if you're just at your house and you're watching TV and she's like, hey, what are you doing? And you're like, I'm not doing anything. Instead, just be like, oh, I'm watching this show. You know what I mean? And it might not seem like a lot to you, but when you're like when you're vague, she thinks that you're using it as an excuse to cover up something, when in reality you're just really not doing anything that you think is interesting, you know? Mouse wants to know, or Delilah wants to know, will they get first class in their campus studies? I think you have to work towards it, but eventually it will come to you if you do that work. Hi, oh, you can ask your question. Just put it in the chat. It's Mouse? Yeah. Sorry. Genesee, is Cole only interested in you, or is he pouring into other females? Is Cole interested in Genesee, or is he pouring into other females? I mean, it's like he is pouring into you. He's not just pouring into you, but I think, are you guys official right now? Because I think he's like, I get this energy where he feels like he's allowed to, because you haven't had a conversation about being exclusive. So I also don't think he's doing anything that's super crazy, but he is out there. But I feel like what he's pouring into you is genuine. It's just that like he's hasn't. I feel like he doesn't know that like he shouldn't be, or like he has to make that decision yet. I don't really believe in twin flames. I can tell you if y'all would be in a relationship though. Would Shauna and Civ be in a relationship? Yeah, I'm magnetic. I'm sexy too. Oh my god! Don't tell anyone. I don't. I'm really attractive, but I don't know it. Sorry, I got distracted. Is Sana and Civ? Would they be good in a relationship? Would Sana and Civ be good together in a relationship? Would Sana and Shiv be good together in a relationship? Um, uh, uh, no, no, no. Yeah, let that go. Yeah, let that go. I don't think you're twin flames at all. I think you might one of you might be harassing the other. It might be mutual harassment a little bit. A little bit of harassment. You should stop that. You should stop doing that. Whoever's the runner, let them run away. Whoever's chasing, stop it. That's just it's just harassment. I feel like there are like I feel like there's kindred souls. I feel like there's soulmates. I feel like there's people who have a lot in common. I feel like there's past life connections. I feel like there's karmic connections. But like the idea of a twin flame feels like it was manufactured. And although there are relationships that fit into that dynamic, I feel like it creates it like justifies people to like engage in unhealthy dynamics. And yeah, it kind of, I'm low key triggered by it, because I've had people who thought that they were my twin flame who were awful to me, and then were crying because I didn't like them after they were awful to me. Like, the fuck you think I was gonna do about that? Genesee wants to know if Cole is interested in you. All right, did that. And at the same time, I feel like, like colloquially, like someone being my twin, like my evil twin, like I believe in that. You're not blocked. I'm just slow. I'm really far behind. How many years will it take you to reach your goals? More than 5, girl. Like, if you want the clock to go down, which is very possible, you actually have to figure out what your goals are. You know what I mean? Like, because like I told you, you have to completely change the track of your life. The goals that you have now are going to be very difficult to achieve. You have to change your career. and thus change your goals for you to reach your goals quicker. You know what I mean? So you have to have, like, that's like one of those questions where the answer I'm giving you is based off of your current reality and not off of like what you know, what you could do. No, but now you want to be. So if you have a conversation, will he be serious? Because you've been playing around, but now you don't want to. Is I forgot his name. My bad. Is Cole interested in a serious relationship with O? He would have to think about it. He would have to think about it. I would think the best thing to do if you really want to give it a chance, because you know you've been playing around too, is just to open it up for discussion. Like, hey, are you? I'm thinking like maybe we could, and it would be like without emotion too. Like you can't have make this an emotional thing. You could just be like, hey, I was thinking like, have you thought about being exclusive? Something like that. See what he says. Because it's like one of them things where he's got a lot of different things in the fire where it would be, because he treats them all well is the thing. It's not like he's got like a stank hoe on the side who he like is mean to. He's nice to all of these people. So it would like, if he were to pursue something with you, it wouldn't be something where he could just be like, oh yeah, sure. He would have to have conversations with everybody. And I think that's actually low key fair. You know what I'm saying? Because you would have to give him time to like make that change. You know? But oh, would he? It's hard because it's like it's hard for me to read that because I think there's like one to two more energies, right? One of the energies could be his career. Is what I'm getting. So it's like it would be me reading on four different energies about like a future event. So it's hard for me to nail that down. I do get that he's open to it though. You're welcome. You'll ignore him as he keeps messaging you. Yeah, it can be unhealthy. It is super unhealthy. And I've only seen I haven't seen any situations where it isn't unhealthy. It's like once you leave that concept alone, then it can start to get better. But you really got to call it what it is. Mouse wants to know, should Mouse wait for Abby? Uh, no, you shouldn't. Oh, you're welcome. Navia wants to know, should she still pursue veterinary? The thing about veterinary school is really hard to get into, you know? So it's like keep your options open, but don't let it diminish your spirit. It's only like so many veterinary schools in the world. It's harder to be a veterinarian than it is to be a doctor. So be mindful of that as you put yourself out there and try not to take too many rejections personally. Will Mouse's mechanical engineering career go well for you? I already told you it wouldn't. You're trying to do the career that you think is good. You're not doing the career that you want. Aya wants to know, is Mohammed talking to other girls besides you? Yeah, yeah. Those other women might actually be more established. I'm not getting that he's like, the energy is like, it's like all okay. Like everybody knows about, the other women know about like him talking to other girls, but it's like, if you don't know, that means you're probably the other woman. So just kind of be mindful that like, especially if you haven't had a conversation about exclusivity, that he might not feel the need to kind of tell you that. Like, when he does have that conversation, it might be a sign that he actually cares about you. He's a firefighter. Will I be live on Thursday? I've been trying to go live every day. Um, what you can do though is you can DM me and we can schedule a private reading if I'm not live, and that actually could be more helpful because I can really get into the energy. I usually send out a video, or we can go through DMs. And it's the same way where it's like pay what you can. So I've had people give me $1. I have people give me like $40. I have people give me nothing but a smile. You know what I'm saying? Or kind words or something like that. So it's not that deep. Um, but it's more so about like time management than it is about like it being more expensive or less expensive. But that would be something I would be open to. Yeah, it's like one of those things where like if I'm live, we can definitely talk about it. But if I'm not live, it's just one of my boundaries that we need to set up a personal reading because I don't I don't do like I don't read other people's energy that is unrelated to mine unless it's like a part of the work. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Because it's like it does. It's like an energy work thing, but like I'm open to it. It's like it really is just about like filling out a quick form. Really, that's basically it. And then it's like also when you do the go through the process, it's also kind of like a liability thing too, because it's like I might not be able to get to it immediately, but I try to do it as fast as I can. Eh. What did I say? What was Megan's questions? Yes, I do readings. I said do. I ask that you just interact with the live. So either like, follow, share. If you want a tip or gift, that's awesome. But I try to go as in depth as possible. Try to get the best answers as possible too. But like all that private reading stuff might not even be valid because I might be on, but I just don't know what time. But I try to do it every day. So if not Thursday, probably Friday. It really depends on like what he says. My energy is he's gonna say something crazy, and gonna want to help. You're gonna want my help. So I'm just trying to get ahead of it. Oh no, it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, I do readings. Thank you so much for the rose. I want to know: will Muhammad help in your studies, or will he abandon me? Will Muhammad abandon Aya? I mean, he's only going to do what he feels comfortable with, but I think there's this hope that you wouldn't see it as abandonment because short of that, like he would do everything that he can in his power, but like there's like a certain degree of like sacrifice that like he can't make because he would start to hurt him. But he feels like he would do what he can up until that point, and I feel like he would communicate what he could commit to your studies to. You know what I mean? Like, so it wouldn't feel like, I don't know. It depends on what your abandonment wound feels like. I feel like you was just making it about abandonment immediately. Kind of like lets me know that you got abandonment issues. But I'm kind of getting that, like, if you're like, hey, can you help me with this? He would be like, I can help you with this, that, and that, and that. But I can't help you with that, and this. And that seems pretty cool. Genesee wants to know, would Cole want to be in a relationship if you already had a kid? Um, I think he would think that you're cool and everything, but I don't know if he would want to have that level of commitment because he just doesn't want to be a father. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's equipped for that. Like, there's an energy where he could like hook up with you and stuff, but I think he would not want to be in a relationship with you because he values you and he knows he would waste your time and maybe have a bad impact on a child at this stage of his life because he is still playing around. You know what I mean? can have a reading today. You just put your question in the chat and give whatever you feel comfortable with. It's okay, Mouse. You help you know what you want as your career. What kind of career would be good for Mouse? Well, money is important, so you want a career that's going to make you money, right? You're not going to be interested unless you make money. What else? It's something that you would show up to every day, so maybe self-employment. Getting tired. Scorpio in reverse, Sagittarius in reverse. I'm getting that you're not a people person, so it wouldn't be people facing. But it's like you're being encouraged to kind of figure it out on your own, because part of it is like you actually like going on the journey of self-discovery that makes the career feel good. Pagan wants to know, would Pagan's career go well? Sorry, I said career. Will Pagan's relationship be good? Not this one. There's another relationship that would work for you better. Yeah. So no, you need to leave him. You'll find another partner immediately. Rocket wants to know, will Rocket get a partner? Rocket get a partner? I'm seeing like you want a partner really badly, but I don't think you know why. Right? Like, I think you know that you're supposed to have a partner, but like that's about it. Like, I think you should really ask yourself why you want a partner, because if you just get a partner to have a partner, it's going to be a bad partner. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. You're just rushing into it without really taking the time to reflect on why. And so you're just going to get one because you think you should have one, but then you're going to be with someone you don't like. You're a high school senior, studying for your final exams while watching a stream. Wish you luck. Good luck, little baby. Stay out of trouble. Do age-appropriate things only. I know I'm getting a lot of kids in here, and a lot of people are like, minors don't interact. I've been on good behavior lately, and TikTok doesn't even let me act out. So I'm trying to figure out like why I wouldn't. The children are the future, but like, just be good is all I'm getting here, and I see that you are. You're gonna be good. Just don't panic. Don't worry about it. You're doing everything you need to. Temptress wants to know, what will the conversation? When will the conversation with Asher happen? It's just gonna happen randomly, like when you least expect it. I think it'll be productive though. It'll be good. What will happen with the conversation with Asher? You're gonna figure out a plan, like a really good plan, and get it started. Yeah. What's your question? Do you have a question, or do you just want a general reading? Oh, I said so much. But basically, I'm going to take that as a sign, Mouse, because the last card was like, you need to figure it out on your own. But basically, it's like, it's going to be a career where you make a lot of money, where you clock in every day, and where you don't really deal with a lot of people. So it sounds like you're going to work for yourself. What energy is surrounding Hermosa's career path right now? It seems like you're on the right track and you're doing what you love. Just keep putting the work in. It's like a slow and steady path to success here. Don't let the money make you feel like you're doing the wrong thing, because money is funny for everybody right now. It's actually like a crisis. It's like a global crisis. It's kind of insane, especially in the United States. So don't walk away from the work, because the anxiety around money is in everyone's career right now. It's actually like baffling. And I know everyone's saying that, but it's like actually like really messed up. Amina wants to know when she'll get in a relationship. You're another one of those. It's like you really want to get into a relationship, but it's like I don't even think you know what you want to give to someone in a relationship right now, or why you want to be in a relationship right now. So you have to figure that out first. Well, I mean, you could like not do that and still get into relationships. But it's really like whenever you want to, whenever you open up yourself for it. So it could be with like a lot of people. I think when will you get into like a healthy relationship? What will a healthy relationship look like and with who? Um, Let me channel it. They want me to look into a book and get the answer. Take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. I don't know how old you are, but it says when you're 20 or 24. I answered your question, Hermosa. Did you not hear me? You're on the right track. It's good. Don't quit. If you were to quit, it would be because of the money, but money is funny everywhere. Did I skip someone? Oh, and Mouse wants to know when they'll find their soulmate. You met your soulmate in 2023. You'll meet your next soulmate in 2032. Ash wants to know, is there a chance that your ex will come back to you? Not now, but soon. You're 17. Be good, little baby. Do only age appropriate things. That's my first disclaimer before I do this reading. And I think what happened. I'm getting really big K Sarasara energy. Like I feel like the separation needed to happen. I see that like if you do get back together, it'll be when like everything balances out. But I see you still have like a lot of love for each other, and like you might even hang out in the same circles. So it's like a high possibility, but not if you like force it. You just kind of like let it happen, because I feel like there's some healing that needs to be done first. So if you like force it, like it's not going to be natural. Like it's going to naturally happen. You're welcome. Bassie wants to know, will she be successful in school and life? I mean, it's going to be stressful and I think you might confuse ease with success. Like, I think it's going to be difficult, but you'll have a lot of fulfillment. And so Pati wants to know, will she find her soulmate this year? No, not this year. Keep working on yourself, girl. Get ready for him. When you met Abby, was she the one? I don't think people have one soulmate. I think you have multiple soulmates. But maybe not for you. I don't know. I think that was just like a really big person for you. Um, and you learned a lot from them. I think you separated over something silly. So there's a chance for you to get back together. Alright, guys, I'm going to end it there. I've been live for way too long. Oh, way too long. But thank you so much. Oh, sorry, Bessie. Will your mom and sister get you a visa to America? Ooh. I don't know. I don't think so. But it's kind of like American visa isn't what it used to be. You know what I'm saying? It looks that way, Mouse. I do want to clarify that this is for entertainment purposes only, but yeah, it's looking that way from the cards and the scrying. But yeah, I'll check in with y'all later. Have a good one.